Welcome to Engineering Funda family. This video is a part of Network Theory lecture series, and today I'll be going to explain you two very interesting examples based on voltage divider rule and current divider rule. So let us see the first question here. So see, in this question you can observe that we are having this electrical circuit and we are dealing with to find current I flowing through resistance 7 ohm between P and Q. So here we have P terminal and here we have Q terminal. So P to Q current I that we are dealing with to calculate through 7 ohm resistor. But if you see this circuit, then it is looking bit complex in terms of solving this question. So what I'll do is I'll redraw this circuit first, right? So for that, see, there are two points P and Q as well as one point R that is there, and this terminal is shorted over here. So here we are having terminal R, right? So what I'll do is I'll be connecting this circuit over here. Let us say we are having Q point over here, we are having R point over here, and one point which is P point that I am placing it over here, right? Now in between Q to R, 5 ampere current battery is there. So Q to R, let me connect one battery of 5 ampere. Now you see, in between Q and R we are having 2 ohm resistor. So let me connect 2 ohm resistor in between Q and R. Now see, this 3 ohm resistor that is there in between P and R. So in between P and R, I'll be connecting this 3 ohm resistor. Now see, this 7 ohm resistor that is there in between P and Q. So this is P and this is Q. So here 7 ohm resistor is connected, and direction of current that is happening from P to Q. So direction of current that should be P to QI that we are dealing with to identify. Now this 6 ohm resistor that is there in between P and R. So this is P and this is R terminal in which we are connecting resistance 6, and one more resistor of 2 ohm that is there in between Q and R. So this is Q terminal, this is R terminal. Let me connect 2 ohm resistor in between these two, right? Now we can easily solve this question once we identify resultant of this circuit. So you see these two resistors that is there in parallel. So for this two resistor, equivalent resistance is 2 into 2 divided by 2 plus 2. So 4 by 4 means 1 ohm. And for this two parallel resistor, equivalent resistance that is 3 parallel 6 means 3 into 6 divided by 3 plus 6. So 18 by 9 means 2 ohm. So now what I'll do is I'll reconnect this circuit by replacing this as 1 ohm and this as 2 ohm. So now what I'll do is I'll replace this much amount of resistance as 1 ohm and this resistance as 2 ohm, right? Now you can observe this 5 ampere current that is bisected into this wing and this wing. Let us say in this wing current is I, right, as you can see. So here we can just apply current divider rule, right, to calculate current I. So that current I, that will be total current, so that is of 5 ampere. So in this wing we are calculating current. So what we need to do is opposite resistance divided by total resistance, that we need to do. So opposite resistance is 1 and divided by total resistance. So 1 plus this is 7 series 2, so that is 9. So I can say that this is 5 by 10 means 0.5 ampere, right? So here we can easily calculate this current, that is 0.5 ampere as per current divider rule. I hope you have understood this question. Now I'll give you one very tricky question, right? And that will explains you how we should magnify our visibility when we solve questions based on circuit. So let me give you that question first. So here you can observe we are having this circuit, and in this circuit we are deal with to find voltage V2 and V1. Now you see here V2 and V1 that we are deal with to find across this current source, and current by this current source is also given. Now if you observe carefully in this circuit, then here we have only one node, right, this node, and here you see 4 ohm is there in parallel with 4 ohm. So here current is I. So obviously through this 4 ohm also current should be I, right. So now you can observe with all the branches we are having current. For this branch we have 5 ampere current, for this branch we have I, for this branch we have I, and for this branch we have 2I current, right. So what I'll do is I'll be considering this as node A, and I'll apply nodal analysis at this node, means KCL at this node. So if you apply KCL at this node, then entering current is 5, right, and leaving current is I and 2I. So I can say that it is I plus 2I. So now I'm having the value of I, that is 5 divided by 4, right. So now I got the value of current I. Now you see V1, that is a voltage in between these two terminals. If I say this is ground, right, then V1 is how much? Voltage in between these two terminals. Now voltage in between these two terminals, that is a voltage across 4 ohm. So I can say that here VA, that is V1 only, right. And what is VA? That is I into 4, and I that we have calculated into 4, this 4 will get cancelled, V1 will be 5 voltage, right. Now we want to calculate V2. So here you see VA that is happening in between these two terminals. So if you see this link, right, if you see this link, then I can say that VA that is equals to, now you see this V2 and current is there in this direction, it is entering to the node, right. So minus this 5 ampere into 4 ohm that I need to have, and VA that we have calculated, that is 5 voltage. So 5 is equals to V2 minus 20. So I can say V2 is equals to 5 plus 20. So that is 25 volt. So here if you observe this, here we have applied voltage divider biasing, where total voltage VA, that is V2 plus this, but here this will be negative as it is having current in this direction, right. That's why current into voltage that I have considered negative. So here polarity will be plus minus like this, and if you go in this direction, then it will be having VA is equals to minus 4 into 5 plus V2, that is how V2 is equals to 25 voltage. So this is how we can apply voltage divider rule and current divider rule, and that will be giving you idea about how we can resolve questions. There are many other ways even to solve same circuit, like by having KVL, KCL, nodal analysis, right. There are many other theorems even that I have covered in network theory playlist, but you should use suitable theorem so that you can consume minimum time to solve any problem, right. So just go through my playlist of network theory, definitely you will get an idea like how you can solve questions effectively and easily with consuming minimum time. Thank you so much for watching this video.